Welcome to my channel. It's a good day to be alive. It really is. And I want to thank every single one of you for coming. I have copied over all the requests that poured in as soon as I went live, as soon as I started the stream, before I actually went live. And hopefully I will be able to get to all of them. But we'll see. Time will tell, won't it? Couple of housekeeping matters. Don't forget that when I finish the live stream, it takes Rumble a couple of hours to process the video, and then I have to upload it to YouTube. Then they have to process it so that I can figure out which songs or which reactions are copyrighted. And then I remove those, and then I upload the final copy, which again has to be processed and create the index and so forth. So it's about a 6 or 8 hour process by the time it's all done. So please be patient with me. I want to thank every single one of you for coming. I still remain absolutely gobsmacked that this many people are interested, and not only in my channel but in my live stream. That's just mind-boggling to me. And I noticed yesterday that I had gone over 80,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. One reminder, excuse me, and I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to put in a cough drop just to try and suppress this cough a little bit if I can. On the live stream, I prefer not to do 2 reactions to the same requester. So if you've made 2, I will probably, or 2 or more, I'll probably skip the subsequent ones, because I want to try and get as many people's requests as I can taken care of. Okay? So, looks like we're going to begin with who we always begin with. TTT Resvent. Yeah, Resvent. His request is Freedom Form Flowing by Gift of Gab, featuring the Rugged Man and Afro. Okay, so I'm going to put this into the search. Oh, wait a minute. See if we can find it, and we'll get going. Okay. I think this is it right here. Okay. So of course we have to listen to the ads before we can listen to music, because that's how YouTube works. Let me get the URL, and we will get rolling. All right, here we go. Switch to the right screen. All right, so this is Gift of Gab featuring R.A. the Rugged Man and AFRO, Freedom Form Flowing, official music video.
Enter my intimate energy element. I am an entity walking ahead of the pack. I really am out of my head, and it's evident that I will never be able to ever quit. Melanin fellow with hell of a relevance, letters and elegant metaphors, ready to set it off. Dead on your petty levels, I'm ready and able to murder and tyrannies. All in the pieces and murking and berries. Honoring easily crumbs, chill, it easily comes like breathing from deep in the sea of your lungs. I creep to the beat of a drum that's unique to me as I keep it 100. Leaving through regions and leaving the dumb, and few of them sinking deep in the mud. While some of them keeping it thug like there is a leak in their mud. We better start reaching above. We hit it for economic decay. What you thinking of, bro? I'm creeping beneath the dove. The surface will purpose, I'm killing delinquents of what MCs should be. It's no interest of me if their mission is weakening and keeping it dumb. Keep sleeping, I'm tweaking the frequency of MCing and being a piece of the puzzle. Breathing, we seeking the freedom and what it means to be free and be equal as one. The nation is bobbing and weaving, afraid of the awful and evil. Don't make it their power to lead you away from the power preceding creation. See all of the leaders to take us up out of the season. I hate the laws of receiving and giving a living. If y'all are believing in infinite knowledge, is breathing and hell and let out and topple the greedy. Great place to present to you at this particular time. Yo, the
path of the righteous person, laughing and tired of hurting. I'm asking a fratic, emphatic, combative idiot. When is the past the millennium? Master rising the surface, snatching your wifey's purses. I'm a little brother like Hakim. When I got a rhyme on a stage for a good amount of time, I'm grabbing the mic in an urgent, smashing a dime for certain, splashing the ice with bourbon. Fro gon' spit so crazy, hoes wanna give Fro a baby. Crash when you driving, you're burning. I rap people minded the speakers ain't working. I'm clapping a 9-inch Jeep and you're swerving. I'm black with the eyes of a serpent, back with a knife for purchase. I'm hacking the rhymes and the heat is conversing, attacking this mind. Now you'll leave who you worship. Here with a vengeance, your fear appears in a mere sentence. We be the apprentice, Fro on attack with Gavin, all combined with the beat that we murkin'. Drama unravel, Fro commence, llama in the shadows, no defense, calm in the battle, most intense. Honey dips in them silly bras, they got to do me, I throw dick. But money clips and the milli cause is not usually Fro shit. The ether rider, the freaking feeding feeble freedom fighter with dope steeds. The heat of fire, the reason he beats, cause he admire the OGs.
Ride with us, rivals fighting 5 of us. Bitches slide with us. My dick is harder than elephant ivory tusk. Baphomet bison, bite the dust. Slime and crust, life for lust. Tyson biting, knife slicing, gut sniffing, cyber dust. Filling their mind with the hatred and jealousy. Throwing the rugged like Mayweather, Ella B. Rockin' and Eric B. Check out my melody, ducking the felony. Nothing they telling me, never forget them. I send them to heaven. I went independent position. I've been in again and again, and I'm ruling the throne. It'll never be ending. The message and lesson I'm sending is killing civilians in Yemen. The bigger the spending, the people pretending to feed them a speech. Is it hateful offending? The weapon possession, the Second Amendment is me. I'm back, bitches. Give the gab Blackalicious. You could watch that Harry Potter Radcliffe rap his shit. Like when I got a drop and it's hip hop and it don't stop with the whole block and the hoes hot. Do the windmill, do the wop, do the robot flow hot. Never go pop, no shot, so sock, digging a dick in a nun. Hun could blow cock at the church, Pope Benedict flop. The white flame night train named James Brown, but the bitch be riding my dick like Greyhound. I ain't playing with no gimmick when they picking every minute and I take it to the limit and they aching when I'm in it. When I'm making an exhibit, is it entertaining? Is it? Hate, president, race, bigot, slow, deadbeat, James Van Bevel, reign forever. Act like a dick, I'll beat a pussy till he changed gender. Switching, launching a rocket and making it brain on the ceiling, revealing opinion. Is sinning, the fish in the sea and the birds in the heavens. We live in and give it dominion. And in the beginning, the women, I've been in the devil is winning the end of the end and the evil and tricking the murder, religion, the media spinning is painted. I'm bringing them out.
Okay. I don't know how people do that fast. That's amazing how fast they are. That third guy was kind of nasty. But I picked up some of the words, here and there. I got a little bit. I'd have to go back and look at the lyrics to really know what they were saying. But it's just impressive to me how fast they can rap. That's do you have to practice that? I mean, is that just something that comes natural to them? I don't know, but it's crazy. I can't talk that fast, much less rap. That's amazing. Just an incredible. I gotta get the lyrics on this thing. It's driving me crazy. Let me see here. Bear with me. Gift of Gab lyrics. Okay. Let's see what we come up with. Freedom form flowing. Okay. All right. Yeah. Enter my eminent energy element. I am an entity walking ahead of the pack. I really am out of my head, and it's evident that I will never be able to quit. Melanin fellow with hell of a relevance. What is elegant? Metaphors ready to set it off. Dead on your pettier levels. I'm ready and able to murder and tear MCs all into pieces and murking embarrasses. Honoring easily crumbles. Wow. Okay. Even just reading it is crazy. How it just, wow, it's just a stream. I don't know how they do that. I really don't know how they do that. That has to be a talent that some people have and others don't, because I certainly don't have it. But I liked their voices, especially the second guy. His voice was really cool. The third guy, I'm not going to read his lyrics. He was nasty. But, excuse me. But, you know, I guess that's a part of rap. So, thank you for asking for that one. The second request I have is a link. So let me get the link and put it in. And we'll see what it is. All right. And of course, we have to listen to the ads. Okay. So, this is, and I'm putting this down so I can make my index later. Yaelokre. Yaelokre. Happy Hare, an illustrated song. Sounds interesting. Let's get this switched over and see what it is.
Harpy, hey, where have you buried all your children? Tell me so I say. Tell me so I say.
That there was a couple things about that song. The illustrations of the costumes made me think of 18th century England, 17th century, when they did, we've seen in the movies those costume parties where they dress like that, and the outfits also seem to fit that period of time. I noticed that Hare was not gonna give away the location of his children, no matter what they did. I don't know why they think the children are going to die, though. That's weird. I would think that Hare would put them somewhere where they'd be safe. Wouldn't you? So, that was kind of interesting. I've not seen this kind of music video before. This is really, you guys have introduced me to what I would say is a whole new genre, which is kind of, it's not anime, but it's illustrated music. How about that? That's what we'll call it, illustrated music. It's very interesting. Like I say, I forgot to switch screens. Sorry about that. Like I say, I've not seen that before that I can recall. I don't think I have. But it was interesting. I did enjoy listening to the music. Excuse me. Even though I didn't fully understand why they want to get the location of the children, or why the children would be in a location where they were not safe. I would think Hare would be thinking first of the children. So, that's kind of an interesting thing to think about. The next request that I have is One Piece Opening 20. Let's see if we can find that. I bet this gets blocked. The others have, but then they released them, but I can't release them on a... Okay. Ads again. Love these ads. Okay. Let me get the URL. Here we go.
決めて
That was an interesting song. I like the melody of it and the voice that was singing it. The fascinating thing to me was how it went along with a number of phrases in the verse, and then all of a sudden it would jump to "We Are Hope," which is unusual. Just like "We Are Hope." That's kind of fascinating to me, the way they did that. This looks like a very interesting anime. It's sea-based for sure. And there was one scene in there where there was a guy, he was huge, and I thought, it's interesting how in cartoons they can exaggerate people's features to kind of make a caricature rather than a real person. But the actual picture portrays something about the character. In this case, obviously very strong because he had all kinds of muscles and he had this huge chest that, while it tapered down, didn't taper that much. So he's obviously a very big guy. That's fascinating to me too. Weird, the stuff that fascinates me. That's very interesting. I like that. That was good. Let's see. The next one that I have is another. Oh, wait a minute. I got. Oh, okay. This is two different requests. Okay. We'll be all right. I got a URL, so let me put that in. See what it is. Okay. So this is interesting title. This is Traffic, Medicated Goo, dated 1969. Traffic, Medicated Goo. Okay.
What's wrong with you? Your body's kind of weak and you think there's nothing we can do. Good golly, Polly, shame on you. 'Cause Molly made a stew that'll make you know a girl out of you. Oh, so Polly.
I'm sitting here listening to this, and I'm thinking to myself, that's a really good tune, the melody of it and the rhythm and everything. It's a great sound. But who decided to put those words to it? I had this picture of me, of them in their, they're in their studio and they're fiddling around and they start playing and they go, hey, I like this sound. This is really good. We need some words for it. And somebody says, I got a song. Medicated Goo. And so they write it and it works. And it's funny. I sometimes wonder about songs like this, how they, the origin of them, how they came to be, and who decided that this was worth putting on an album. And, I doubt this was a #1 hit or anything like that, but, you gotta write so many songs for an album. And so they add this one, not just as filler, because it's a good song, it's a good sound. It's got a great beat to it, makes you kind of want to jive a little bit, but the words are kind of silly, It does make you wonder. So how did they come up with that? Let's see. Okay, so this next request is Mr. Kevy, and he gives me a URL. And he writes, this song is the ending theme of the anime Girls' Last Tour, an anime about two girls going on a tour in post-war apocalypse trying to make the best of it. Okay, let's get the URL up. And of course, listen to the ads. It's so much fun. Okay, so this is Girls' Last Tour. Whoops. That's weird. More One Night is the name of the song. That's More One Night, huh? That's an interesting way to phrase it. So let's switch over to the screen here. And here we go. This is Girls' Last Tour, One More Night.
終わるまでは終わらないよ 始まるのかな 末旅行が始まるぞ週末旅行が始まるぞ週末旅行が始まるぞ週末旅行が始まるぞ二人ぼっちの世界は本日も回っている今日も明日も去っても君の隣になれるかなお願いもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないトラベルもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないダーリーもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないワンモンタイムもうわんないもうわんないもうわんない世界もうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないトラベルもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないダーリーもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないもうわんないワンモンタイムもうわんないもうわんないもうわんない Yes ダーリー
That was a great. That's great music. It's a great melody and great rhythm, and it really makes you want to move when you're listening to it. And because of the comment that the requester made, am I on the right screen? Yes. Okay. I always have to check myself. Where he said the ending theme about two girls going on a tour in a post-war apocalypse, trying to make the best of it. I got to thinking, what if these two girls are the last two human beings on Earth? Can you imagine how that would be from a mental standpoint to realize we're it? This is the end of the human race. That would be, you would have to work hard to stay happy, let's put it like that. And they seem to be very happy, and so I think that maybe is the reason why they're traveling so much, is to try and keep the happiness in front of them as much as they can because of the pending doom. Because when they're gone, it's over. That's a really sobering thought to have. I may have to go watch that one. That's kind of interesting. Okay, this next request is from Du Bois 1. Or Du Bois 1. I bet that's boy. A song about how true love is only when souls cannot exist without each other. Okay, got the URL. So let's put that in. Yeah, and we got to listen to love, or ad, I mean. Okay. All right, so, okay, so this is in Russian, so I'm going to have to get a translation. Let's see here. First of all, this is on Maxime Fadiv's channel, and it says SEREBRO, and then the second half is in Russian, so let me see what that is. Breathe. Okay. Just breathe. I wonder if we have subtitles. Yeah, we do. Okay. But they're auto-generated, so they may not be that good. All right, here we go. So this is SEREBRO performing Breathe.
Из моей мечты одного. Вдоха твоего. Мы уплывем туда, где течет всегда венами вода. Не молчи, не остынет кровь, в ней моя любовь. Дыши со мной, отражая тени, мы танцуем под водой. Дыши со мной. Может быть, когда-то мы увидимся с тобой. Дыши со мной, отражая тени, мы танцуем под водой. Дыши со мной. Может быть, когда-то мы увидимся с тобой. Дыши со мной, отражая тени, мы танцуем под водой. Дыши со мной. Может быть, когда-то мы увидимся с тобой. Дыши.
Wow. Okay, I'm both impressed and amazed by the graphics. It's how did they do that? Where they show the girls underwater, and they're clearly underwater, so they must have been filmed underwater. But they couldn't stay there very long. That was really fascinating, the graphics of it. Another thought I had was women are beautiful the whole world over. You know that? It doesn't matter where you go. There are beautiful women there. Their voices were what's the word I want to use? Ethereal. They were otherworldly. They were off in the distance, and yet they were close, and they were very soft and gentle. Kind of conveyed a longing, not disappointment, but distance from their desired goal, which was to be with this person they want to breathe with. That was fascinating. And the music was great. I liked the music too. That was a very interesting request. Thank you for that. Okay, the next one is, would like to request the hunting soul scene from Danadan episode 18. Okay. All right, let's see if we can find that. English version lyrics, okay. So this would be it, I think. Okay, this is Dan Da Dan HAYASii Hunting Soul English version. Episode 18. Is that the right one? Yep. Okay. All right. I think we got it. So let me get the URL and put that in here. You know, one thing that amazes me about you guys is how patient you are with me doing all this stuff I have to do to get to the songs. It's amazing to me you stick around. Excuse me. So this is from the TV anime Dan Da Dan HAYASii Hunting Soul English version. One of the thoughts that I had was every single anime that I've watched, the music, the bands that support the music are incredibly talented. It's amazing how many excellent musicians they have involved in these animes. I assume these are all Japanese. And of course, we've seen that the Japanese have great bands. They seem to be very skilled at playing guitars and drums and other instruments as well. The story. I wonder how many of you actually realize how real this can be. How close to reality this story is. Because there is a spirit world that can take control of a human being and make them do all sorts of unspeakable and weird things. And lots of people don't even believe that's true. But it is. Interesting to me that they talked about exorcism, which is a word that means casting devil spirits out, which is something that Jesus Christ did very easily, but some of us struggle with because we don't believe. We have doubt. And the mention of the evil eye is just another thing that's how do I put this? In the lore of the devil possession. I'll turn the evil eye on you. That kind of thing. Interesting song. Interesting story. Fascinating that it comes out of Japan. That really is fascinating to me. Okay. So the next request that I have, wait a minute. Oh, did you give me maybe you gave me the URL, or did I put the URL down? Let's see. I guess I put it down. Okay, so I just need to get the copy of the title. Okay. All right. All right, so the next one is Chris 1976 special request. Heimatdamisch, Sweet Child of Mine. This is a Guns N' Roses cover. Okay. Let's see if we can find that. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so this must be a German band, I assume. And they're doing a cover of a Guns N' Roses song. The Heimatdamisch. I guess that's how it's pronounced. Okay. Oop, URL. Gotta get the URL. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
now? Where do we go? Oh, where do we go now? Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, where do we go now? Where do we go? Sweet child, where do we go now? My child. Oh, where do we go now? Where do we go? Sweet child, where do we go now? Where do we go? Where do we go now? My child, where do we go now? Sweet child, sweet child of
Lay me laying, and don't make a sound. I know they're watching all the commotion, the kitty like play, as people talking. Your sex is on fire. 'Cause
That was just so much fun from beginning to end. That was fantastic. That was really great stuff. I never would have thought of doing a Guns N' Roses song with saxes and trombones and clarinets, and yet there you go. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those are Bavarian costumes. And oh man, I'm telling you, the woman's voice was great, really great. And I kept wondering what that dude with the hat was doing. I kept thinking he was going to chime in at some point, and he never did. And then at the end, he picks up the straw and starts sucking the juice down, or whatever it was, beer, I suppose. And the drummer actually looked at him like, "What are you doing here?" Which was funny. That was great stuff. I really enjoyed that a lot. That was fantastic. Thank you for asking for this one. This was, I just can't emphasize it enough. That was really fun. That was a great request. Thank you so much. Oh boy. Excuse me. The next request I have is from ProGamer52. And he wants me to react to Gordon Ramsay and Julia Child, epic rap battles of history. And he gives me, okay, so that's a different request. So let me get his. He asked for this last week and I wasn't able to get to it. So fortunately he came early enough to get to it this time. So I've seen, I think, one or two of these before, different ones, and they are funny. But of course we have to get the ads. All right, let me get the URL down. This is good stuff. Let me take a peek at the chat, see what you guys are up to. Okay. All right. I've already got a lengthy list. I don't know if I'll get to these, but we'll see. Let me see what's the last thing on my list is. Padillion. P. Dillon 13. Okay, let me see if I can find P. Dillon 13. Okay. So I'll copy everything below that and we'll see if I get to any of it. I don't know. I got a lot of requests to do. but we'll see. Let's see. Back to our request now. Pro Gamer 52 asked for Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child, epic rap battles of history. Okay. I think this is going to be fun. Let's see.
Battles of history. Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child.
And that's how you make a perfect risotto. Right. Mrs. Child, welcome to the grown-ups table. I've got exactly 2 minutes, and you should be grateful, because I'm in the fucking weeds. With all these shows to pitch, I keep my ovens preheated, and my pilot's greenlit. I'm a seasoned skillet, you're a Pam sprayed pan. Hot Michelin stars, you're like the Michelin man. I'm rolling in dough like beef Wellington from Hollerin', and then I'm shitting on you like I'm workflow intolerant.
Isn't that a wonderful thing? A grumpy little chef who thinks he can bring enough stuff to justify getting wrong with a butter-loving queen of the Bourguignon bar. I rock hard as concrete on top of these bomb meats. Been chopping the palm free since you sucked on your mom's teeth. I served America dutifully and I sliced lard beautifully. I reign supreme from shark repellent to shark kill. Go on and crush your arms in that b-boy stand. When it comes to hot cuisine, there's one F word. Fry. Here's a nice amuse-bouche. Take a pour, abuse you. Set a 30-year timer. Voila! Huge deal. You're a namby-pamby candy ass handy. Got a ram. You can rap your way out of a pastry bag. Understanding? I laugh and create. You've a rage to destroy. But fear, my dear boy, is less scrumptious than joy.
I'm glad you got that off your giant flabby chest. I'd call you donkey, but you look more like Shrek. When the Iron Man chef busts a rhyme, I'll open up on you like a fine red wine. I'm a culinary innovator, you're no creator. Regurgitating French plates like a glorified translator. I'm fresh, you're past your expiration date. Alright, fuck it. Blue team, drop the bouillabaisse. Yes, yeah. I've seen your little show and it sure ain't pretty. One part Big Bird, 2 parts Miss Piggy. You can't test me with your fatty recipes. Call your book master in the art of heart disease. I mean, it's rubber. Yes, chef. Looking for H408. Tell me who the fuck wants to learn to cook calf brains. You call these boys all they're stale and soft. Now here, take this jacket. Now give it back and fuck off.
Oh, please. Your defeat's guaranteed. Concede. I've got this in the bag. Sous vide. Michelin indeed. You've done well for yourself. But as a person, you couldn't get a star on you. I could freeze a steak with those frosted tips. What's with that bitter taste in every word from your lips? You scream at women, but the fits that you're pitching make you the busiest bitch in the kitchen. I'll pat you on the head, nudge you, and stick it to ya. Anything's good with enough butter. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you spent this time with me. Now eat a dick. Bon appetit.
Hold what? Hold that. You decide.
That beat at the end reminded me of an Eminem song. I don't know the name of it, but I've heard that beat. These things really crack me up. They're so creative, and they're so funny. And the woman playing the part of Julia Childs did a pretty good job with the sound of her voice and her accent. And the Gordon Ramsay guy was like way over the top, which was funny as all get out. That's fantastic stuff. I don't know who does these, but whoever they are, they're really, really creative. This is funny as all get out. Thank you for so much for asking for that. I love this stuff. This is so great. Okay. I got Nadia K. Okay. My request is the Vienna Boys Choir from Lord de Ang's Golden Angels. Okay. Let's see where we got it. Okay, that's it. And of course we have to do the ads. Always got to do the ads. Okay. Get the URL. And away we go. Let's see.
Da kommt noch der Alexander, ein bisschen zu spät. Der setzt sich dort hin, nimmt Platz. So, und jetzt können wir beginnen. Manfred, komm zu mir. Und wenn du jetzt die Uniform bekommst, bist du ein neues Mitglied der Wiener Sängerknaben geworden. Du weißt auch, dass diese Uniform ein Wappen trägt. Das heißt, dass du als Sängerknabe nicht nur den Sängerknaben, sondern auch Österreich verpflichtet bist. Und zwar auf der ganzen Welt. Und ich übergebe dir jetzt die Uniform und ich wünsche dir alles, alles Gute. Ich möchte, dass du eine schöne Zeit bei den Sängerknaben hast und dass deine Stimme sich voll entfaltet. Alles Gute.
Okay. That cut off strangely. I was not expecting that. So let me put a note in here that there was an ad at the end. Let's see. Because I have to edit these out when I make the final copy of the video so that you don't have to put up with them. Okay, the next request. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, the Vienna Boys Choir is always beautiful, always lovely. Their voices are angelic. And obviously there's a very rigorous selection process. It was interesting to see that one boy getting his uniform, which I assume means he's now a member of the choir, and the others perhaps were applicants, maybe. But then to have the boy who is a member of the choir sing, and sing so beautifully, was wonderful. That was great stuff. I always enjoy listening to choirs, but especially the Vienna Boys Choir and the Paris Choir. Those two choirs are, excuse me, are very selective, and so that the people that perform in them are top-notch. Just the best. And it's always a pleasure to hear them sing, no matter what the song is. As a matter of fact, the song hardly even matters, doesn't it? Because their voices are what matters. Okay. So, this next request that I have, which is from P. Dillon 13, is Carrie Underwood praises with How Great Thou Art on American Idol. Excuse me, on American Idol. So, I remember watching Carrie when she won the competition, and I've followed her career since then. She is a wonderful singer. She really is.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
was incredible. Oh, that was really incredible. The tonal quality of her voice is amazing. It's got a ring to it, but it's a deep ring, and it's got body. And the way that she rendered that song just was, it made me cry. It made me cry. That was incredible. There's a lot of good singers on the planet. She is definitely one of them. That was, oh. Well, you saw how it affected the audience, and you saw how it affected the judges. It affected me the same way. It was like, wow. That was that was far beyond worth the price of admission. That was a whole nother world of joy and enjoyment and pleasure of listening to someone sing. Thank you so much for asking for that. Wow. Oh man, I'm telling you. Golly days. That was so fantastic. Okay. 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 I'm just going to read this. Excuse me. Number one Paul Schmale fan for real Hatsune Miku. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Number one Paul Schmale fan for real. Hatsune Miku. I can't. The idea of me having fans is so foreign to me. I can't even describe it. It's like, are you serious? I mean, what have I done to deserve a fandom? That's amazing to me. Anyway, number one Paul Schmale fan for real has requested Hatsune Miku was the most merchandise of any vocal synth character, voiced by Saki Fujita. Miku was the opening act for one of Lady Gaga's tours. And I got a URL. So let's pull this URL up and see what this is. Excuse me. Okay. I hope you don't mind me straying off the path for a moment. You, I'm sure, have noticed that I cough a lot. And, excuse me, the reason for that is because I've had pneumonia 5 times. Twice I was hospitalized. And so I have permanent lung damage. And my pulmonologist has diagnosed me with idiopathic lung disease. If you know medical terms, idiopathic means we don't know what it is. So she's claiming I have a lung disease, but she can't identify what it is. And she's treating me with inhalers and nebulizer treatments, which, for my way of looking at it, don't seem to do any good at all. And so I have an appointment on the 27th, I think it is, for an interview to join a pulmonary rehab program. We'll see if that helps. So far, no one has been able to explain it. No one has been able to find a treatment for it. And I guess my believing isn't strong enough for God to heal me. So here I am coughing in front of you. And I really regret that I do that, but there's nothing I can do about it. And so I hope you'll forgive me. So now that I've yapped about that, I'm going to read you what the YouTube page says. DECO 27 Monitoring Best Friend Remix featuring Hatsune Miku. Is that what we got? Okay. So, here we go. Oh, let me make sure I'm on the right page. I am, okay. Because I don't want to react to something that you can't even hear, which I have done in the past.
ねえ私知ってるよ君が一人波で知ってるの知ってるよビクンビクンつれてさ声もダダ漏れなんだわ正直に言っちゃえばバレてるんだしちゃえば聞いてんの普通平気だよみんな分かってないだけうつもしもしねえ大丈夫心配だから今からそっち行くねねえ私知ってるよ君が一人波で知ってるの知ってるよクスンクスンへこんで最強はね人からいいんじゃない朝が来るまで一緒トークもっと泣いたってなんとだってつけ止めてあげるもう我慢しないでいっぱい吐いてねお願い君が欲しいの慰めさせてベストセル愛の才能で泣いてくれるかい君の辛い抱きしめたいねいいでしょ分け合って乗り越えたいお願い君が欲しいの笑い飛ばしてハップステップジャンプ最高ぜ負けてくれるかい君に甘い暗い甘いねいいでしょ寄り添って救いたい私知ってるよ君が一人悔しがってんの知ってるよクスンクスン終わるまで君を決して諦めないね私知ってるよ君はできる子知ってるよ辛い時は弱いくらいでちょっといい私君の味方だよお願い君が欲しいの名前を呼んでよいつだって愛惨状君は一人かそれ違う一人じゃないもういいでしょそのペースはおしまいなんだ君がどんな時も私そばにいるわいつも見守っているわそうよ怖くないのよお願い君が欲しいの慰めさせてベストセル愛の才能で泣いてくれるかい君の辛い抱きしめたいねいいでしょ分け合って乗り越えたいだってばお願い君が欲しいの笑い飛ばしてハップステップジャンプ最高ぜ負けてくれるかい君に甘い暗い甘い覗きたい吸い取って救いたいだってば私知ってるよ君が一人波で知ってるの知ってるよクスンクスンへこんで最後まで人からいいんじゃないのずっと一緒もっと泣いたってなんとだってつけ止めてあげるもう我慢しないで出してってか
Wow. That's that was really rapid singing. That could compete with that rap that we heard earlier in terms of the speed of it. It was an interesting subject, though, the lyrics about wanting to just wrap somebody in your arms and console them and make them feel better and take their tears away. That's what good friends do. You know, if you care about people, that's what you do. You just hug them and hold them and let them get out whatever's inside. And you don't rush them, you don't push them, you don't beg them. You just say, come here, let me hold you, and let me help you. And let me give you a safe place where you can cry. That's, you know, That's what friendship is. Whether it's someone you love or it's someone who's, quote, just a friend. You know? It's the essence of positive human contact. So, that was interesting. Again, the music, the music that these Japanese bands play is really, really good. It's very professional. Surprisingly so. I don't know why that surprises me, but it does. Okay, so the next request that I have is the Moon and New York City, NYC. Can you react to? And he gives me a URL. So let's put that in there. Of course, we have to listen to the ads. So, whoops. Okay. So this is, I think we've done this guy before, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we've done this song before. It's Captain Beyond. I Can't Feel Nothing as the Moon Speaks, Astral Lady. That's a mouthful. All right. Let's see what we got here.
jump on a moonbeam and ride. Ride it, glide it, all the way. As the moon speaks to the waves of the sea, an open ocean relic of the times that used to be. Many years have passed since your vision came to me, and I think of you only as the moon speaks to the sea.
Well, that was an abrupt ending. This reminds me of 60s music, and I find myself wondering how come I've never heard of these people. Captain Beyond. It's good rock and roll. I mean, it just is. I guess this was 3 different songs. I Can't Feel Nothing, As the Moon Speaks, and Astral Lady. Excuse me. But, you know, I like the guitar work, and on the second song, I loved how the bass came in and started it out. That was cool. It's just good rock and roll music, but it does remind me of the 60s. I don't know when these guys were producing music, but I'm betting it was back during that time. But why I never heard of them, I don't know. That's strange. I would have thought I'd at least heard of them. But no. Okay, so I got that. So the next request that I have is, this song is from the anime Made in Abyss. The song is sung in made-up language, made to sound like Icelandic, so don't worry if you don't understand anything. And it gives me a URL. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Says the video's not available anymore. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, it says the video isn't available anymore. This was requested by Lotusy1. If you have another URL, put it in the chat and I'll try to catch it. This next request is Nalil. Happy Sunday. Here's the only one I could find with English lyrics. The only one what? We'll find out in a minute. Okay. Oh, this is Sheena Ringo. Okay. All right. So this is Sheena Ringo, and I got to put the title of the song here. Okay. Open Secret. English and Ramaji lyrics. Huh. I don't know what Ramaji is. I guess that's the made-up language, maybe. All right. So let's see what we got. I am on the right screen, correct? Okay.
ちそそらないで存在さえも罪深いチョコレートかぐわしいのよやだやだ見つかないで誰にもフェロモンあまねく振りまいでみんなをおびき寄せないでいつも見張り続けて独り占めしたい
Okay, we got chocolate, we got vanilla, we got cinnamon. Whatever it is, it's going to be really sweet and delicious. And that'll be fun to eat. That was an interesting song. Excuse me. I'm not sure if that was innuendo or not. Because she did talk about a person too. So maybe she was saying, you smell like cinnamon and taste like chocolate and vanilla. That's an interesting combination. I like vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup on it. I have to see if I can put some cinnamon on it and what it would taste like. I'll have to test that out. See if it's any good at all. That's interesting. Thank you for asking for that one. Okay. Let's see. My next request is Marco 137LG, or 1G, 13371G. Hello, this is my request. Okay. So let's get the URL, because that's what he gave me. He or she, and put that in here, and oh, okay, so this is, I did have an ad, but I was also copying the title over. So this is Tech 9, What If It Was Me, featuring Chris Calico.
Free your mind and remember, winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. All I ever wanted was to sell records to the people, make a lot of mail. Yes, sir. Rap to me, it was the holy grail. I'm gonna go and do it, I'm gonna never fail. Yeah, but first I gotta make it out of hell. Wake up and I see crime. All of us, we on it's eat time. My homies love me yelling peace 9. At the same time, throwing B signs. Throwing them back and repping the street. I'm doing music and I'm writing beast rhymes. But my V slimes had no weak minds. Got with the music, started a group and we shine. Music gave us hella hope. Made it up out of the banging and selling dope. We were stronger than a bottle of yolk. So one of our members found a kid to grope. Then Yana gave the petty the rope. Losing a man, the band began to slope. Never did think our plan was damn to croak. So doing it solo dolo stands to go. Started making hella LPs. 2000 auto with a 5 felt free. Because of the hand the label dealt me. But on 06 Fontana help us smell cheese. Number 1 independent. Gonna be spending a ton of funds in a minute. That's when the government won the sums, then I sent it. In a couple of months I'm done and replenished. Everywhere I go I'm selling out the show. Around the world I kill them and everybody know. Whenever we hit the studio and take a Nina drop. Hot. Even though I will go toe to toe if somebody bang on me, but I'm rolling in the dough and I'm really respected and protect the chances of me getting shot. Not.
Everyone loving the tech, publishing I get a check. Loving the cities with me, the people that call me the best. I don't have any regret, but it's a bit of neglect. Missing my babies, I love them and none of them leaving me yet. Feeling good like a villain should. In a mansion, but I'm still in hoods. Not like Trayvon, J's on khaki shorts and a red tee like I will and could. I can conceal it, my permits say. If evil happens to swerve this way, hope nobody deserves quick spray. I feel an angelic surge this day. They feeling my songs, been doing it long. They want me to sell my CD right out of my home, cause I'm in the zone. I'm putting them on in front of the store and a couple of police won't leave me alone. Why they tripping? I fit the description. It's two of them rushing me, I'm on a solo mission to get people to listen, but they pushing and kicking me. I'm on the ground when they telling me cause of a gun suspicion. It was in my pocket, ain't trying to pop it. When they scared of a brother with a gun, no one can stop it. Then one of them lost it, and then it was shot quick. Officer took me to heaven, I'm dead and with multiple rockets. Didn't matter, I was good and living inside a mansion next to ball players. Cause of the movie made was drastic, now I lay in a casket carried by my pallbearers. Fear's what I see, making them kill a G. Rotten apple in the batch, don't tell the rest to flee. This happened in Baton, R-O-U-G-E. Even I fit the description, what if it was me?
What if it was me? What if I never got the one chance to be everything and everywhere I go I wouldn't see? If by your hand you took that from me. But what if it was me? Laying right there, I'll never get up again, it's so unfair. My baby's cry out, you never cared. Things that we do make each other so scared. So what if it was you there? Should I just take your life? Should I bust? Make your wife widowed and withered, hugging a pillow. The scent of you still on her spirit, she feels on her. The whole world weeps, blood we all spill on her. I know it's ill will, the pills hard to swallow. But how should I feel when I'm being followed? Are the ones that should save me crazy. They just take my life, take my life. I gotta fight all of the night with cops, crips, bloods, with sword fists. I gotta fight all of the night with cops, crips, bloods, with sword fists. I gotta fight all of the night with cops, crips, bloods, with sword fists. I gotta fight all of the night with cops, crips, bloods, with sword fists, and them Nazis.
Strange music.
Wow. Oh, gosh. The last part of it kind of summed it all up, didn't it? I got to fight in the middle of the night with the cops and the Crips. Crips? I can't. Crips. And the Bloods. And the night. It's like, here's a guy trying to make it in the world, not selling drugs, and he has to worry about being gunned down every day because of the environment he lives in. It's yeah. I can't relate to it because I never lived in that kind of an environment, but I can relate to it because I understand what he's saying, that excuse me, when you're surrounded by it, it's hard to avoid it. You know, when they're all around you, they're in every direction. Everywhere you turn, there's another one, and it's like, well, in a way, it's like being at war. You never know what's around the next corner. You never know when the next bullet's going to fly. And, but unlike war, it goes on for your entire life, at least until you get into adulthood and you manage to make it out of the hood. But that's a level of stress that's hard to describe and hard to understand. Excuse me. That's a level of stress that's hard to describe and hard to understand and hard to imagine living under day after day after day after day after day. I mean, he starts out the song, it's like, yeah, I'm rapping and I'm making money. I'm an independent. I'm doing good. And then it all comes crashing down around him. And he got his license so he could protect himself, and he ends up shooting a cop. Or the cop shoots him. One or the other. That's his choice. And the cops being black too. That adds a whole nother level of sadness to it. Gosh. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. Except that I know that it has to change. It just can't go on like this. And I don't know, maybe in Memphis that's changed because they sent the guard in there, and the people of Memphis were saying thank you for coming because they helped reduce crime. And, you know, for most people, I would imagine the vast majority of people that live in the hood are honest, law-abiding citizens who just want to make it from day to day. And it's the criminals that make it so hard for them because they're everywhere they turn. And they're exploiting them in 1,000 different ways. That's an interesting rap. That really is. It kind of puts... I didn't get the URL for this. Let me get that while I'm talking to you. It kind of puts I don't know, casts a light on what it's like to live like that and makes you think. It's I don't know how to describe it. Okay, so this next request I have is from Peak Enjoyer. In this song, Miku and two other Vocaloids are combined together, making one voice. Miku was originally intended to sing only in Japanese, but due to her popularity, she learned other languages. But you didn't give me the name of the song. Let me go look at the where am I? Okay, I gotta get back to my browser so I can find the chat. And this is Peak Enjoyer. Let me see if I can find you. Peak Enjoyer. Okay, so, excuse me, Peak Enjoyer wrote this note, and then it looks like a few lines down he gives me the URL. So, we're going to copy that and put it in here and see what it ends up being. Okay. So this is Vocal Circus Solaria, What Goes Around. Let me double check that, make sure I got the right thing. Okay, so yeah. So he put this note in, but he didn't give me a URL. And then 2 people later, I get the URL. So I assume this is the right one. So we'll see soon enough. Okay. So this is... come on now. Okay. This is SOLARIA, what goes around, and then in parentheses, or actually after a forward slash, it says Circus P. I'm assuming that's what you're asking for, because you gave the URL after 2 other people put something in the chat. So that's what I'm going with. Okay, I hope it's right. So here we go. Oh, wait. I gotta go back because I don't want you to have to listen to the ad, so I'll play the ad here. Excuse me. All right, now we got the song. Okay. So this is SOLARIA, What Goes Around, Circus P. Oh, that's pretty.
Visions, tease the land of Eden. A shrouded path beyond the tracks of salvation. Hidden to men distressed by demons. Appearing as close in front of your nose, but out of comprehension. For the pure of wit shall prevail, with all the prosperity that entails. But corruption's grasp among the frail will keep them hands in the path to no avail. What goes on comes around, what we ask you in the shine. What goes on comes around, some much right about now. Let those who carry the consequence chase delusion on delusion without an end. For neither heaven nor hell command. Purgatory's unscripted defy of men. Witness strong of will, persevere. See them carry forth without fear. What goes around comes around. Our skeletons will be found. What goes around comes around. Sounds so holy and far. Every conflict is scarred. Stitches in one of the heart. Once the seeds are know that you're the one who lives. Your work What goes around comes around. All skeletons will be found. What goes around comes around. Sounds so holier than thou. Every night is its time. Still chasing my love high. Once the seeds are in my heart, know that you're the one who lives. You're my
That's an interesting sound to that voice. It's like not human. It's like it sounds good, but it's kind of it's emotionless. It's not. It doesn't have a body to it like a human singer does. And I found myself wondering, okay, we've got AI that can excuse me, that can replicate someone's voice, either for good or evil. And we've got these Vocaloids, which are, I'm assuming they're some form of AI. At least they're computerized, that's for sure. That are openly computer music. They're not trying to hide the fact that, that it's a computer like some people do with AI. But maybe it's a whole new genre of music, Vocaloid music. I don't know. Excuse me. Goodness me. I also thought it was fascinating that I happened to have the subtitles enabled, and the subtitles were able to follow the computer voice exactly. Not a single error, which I thought was fascinating. Computers understand computers, I guess. Better than humans. Humans have tonal quality and multiple layers in their voice, and they have accents that they sing with, and all those things. Computers struggle to get them right. But with the computerized voice, no problem at all. Thought that was fascinating too. Very interesting stuff. I wonder what the future is for all this. Okay, so the next request I have is Dazzle 1101, says react to, and then gives me a URL. So we'll put the URL in. And, okay. Okay. So, so this is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Lucretia Mac Evil. We're going back a ways now. Okay.
be your claim to fame. Tail shaking, home breaking, trucking through town. Each and every country mother's son hanging round. Drive a young man insane. Evil, that's your name. Talk about it. Lucretia McEvil, but you think you're doing fine. Backseat Delilah, got your 6-bit jug of wine, woman. I hear your mother was the top of the sticks. Nothing that your daddy wouldn't do for kicks. Never done a thing worthwhile. Evil woman child. Devil got you loosely under lock and key. Ain't about to set you free. Signed, sealed, and witnessed on the day you were born. No use trying to fake him out. No use trying to make him out. Soon he'll be taking out his due. What you going to do? Ooh, Lucy McEvil. Honey, where you been all night? Your hair's all messed up, babe, and the clothes you're wearing just don't fit you right, no. Daddy Joe's paying your monthly rent. Tells his wife he can't imagine where the money went. Dressing you up in style, evil woman child. Oh, Lucy, you just so damn bad. Here she comes, trucking. Well, Lucy, walking down Main Street looking now. Lucy, wow, talk about it. Where you been, girl? Stop lying, stop lying, stop lying, Lucy. Tell the truth, girl.
that's a good old song. There were several things that I've heard this many times before, but there were several things I noticed this time that I thought were interesting. The way that when he's singing the melody, he's walking down the scale to the bottom. And then the bass was interesting, the way the bass was played. In various places, it really stood out to me about the bass. But the song itself is it's kind of jazzy in a way. Maybe that's because of the horns, I don't know. And the horn solo at the end, that extended solo, that replaced what in many bands would be a guitar solo. Excuse me. A guitar solo, and it makes the song stand out from the crowd. But the story of Lucretia and how she was marked from birth to be evil, it's just, and then the part where he said, "Girl, stop lying, tell the truth." It's a really, really fascinating song, and brings back memories for sure, because that was, I don't know, I guess probably the 60s or 70s maybe. But definitely one that I've heard before. Okay. So my next request is Crimson Magistry, and he gives me a URL, he or she. So let's put that in there and see what we got. Oh, wow. Okay. You guys are digging into the archives for me. This is Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf, 1968. Wow. We are going back. This is I graduated from high school in 65, and in 68 I joined the Navy, so that's when this was. Wow. Oh, start. You know, at least a portion of the rock that was played during that period of time was called psychedelic rock. And that's because a lot of the music was coming out of Haight-Ashbury, which was a community in San Francisco. And there was a lot of drug use going on. LSD, marijuana, you name it. And so I don't know if the music was inspired by LSD, but the graphics certainly were. You could tell that just from all the distorted images and everything. That was a very popular song at the time. I don't know if it made #1, but it probably did. And, you know, and we were all singing it. Magic Carpet Ride. Come on, girl. That was good stuff. It's nice to go back sometimes and see. Let's see, did I get, yeah, I did get that. Okay. So, that's just, it's interesting to me because it goes back to the time when I was young, and that music was a part of my life, you know. Excuse me. The next request that I have is from Peak Enjoyer. I already had one from Peak Enjoyer, so we're going to skip that. And then Team of 72. Okay, let's see. Team of 72 says, my request is, and then another URL. So let's pull that up, see what it is. Gotta sit through the ads. Always the ads. Okay. So, this song is Joyner Lucas, Devil's Work. And then it says ADHD. That's, isn't that a medical condition? I don't know. Okay, so this is, okay, I'm getting off track here. This is Joyner Lucas singing Devil's Work. And make sure we're at the beginning. Oh, okay.
Father, forgive me. I'm staring at this Bible as I keep glancing. Dear Lord, I got questions and I need answers. I'm trying to understand your vision, all I see is damage. Just a bunch of dead bodies in the street camping. A bunch of lost souls on their feet standing. We supposed to be your children, I thought we family. You supposed to be my father, bro, I need answers. We don't need to die young, we just need chances. Tired of living on the edge, so we keep scrambling. Trying to talk to these strippers, but they keep dancing. We just want to be #1 like Steve Francis. Bow our heads, say a prayer, now the seeds planted. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing MCs vanish. Lot of good niggas gone, I don't understand it. Lot of families lost and they seeds stranded. I ain't trying to disrespect you, I just need answers. I know you watching us from heaven thinking who to save. Cherry picking who should go next and who should stay. I'd be on my way to heaven if I knew the way. And bring back every good nigga you choose to take. They say you never wrong, but you done made a few mistakes. Cause you taking the wrong niggas, maybe you should trade. Trade us back all the real ones, remove the fakes. I think you should trade. Give us 2 pop back and take that nigga shook. Let the legend resurrect that he gon' live for good. I been screaming thug life in every different hood. If only you can bring him back, Lord, I wish you would. Give us Biggie, give us Pun, give us Triple X. Take that nigga Trump with you, that's a bigger threat. There's too much power for a coward with no intellect. That's a bigger with a collar, there's a disconnect. Niggas dying, mama crying, grandma need a tissue. Niggas shooting up a church, now I need a pistol. All them niggas still
hustle from us. Damn, you took a true king, a true brother from us. This a fucking marathon, but they running from us. Now everybody got guns, niggas up to something. And every gangster wanna prove that they tough or something. You know it's not fair, tell the truth. I've been in my feelings too. But if you took Emmett Till, at least take Dylan Roof. At least take James Holmes. I ain't even mad at that. Just bring back Whitney and give us Michael Jackson back. Feds want me, and then slam it down. Ain't no justice for Sandra Bland, we up like a Salem fan. Lord, if you listen, I'm just looking for a hand in hand. Take out the fuck niggas and give us back our fam again. Drowning in my tears, trying to pray for something. Wonder why you give us life for you to take it from us. Wonder why you give us family, then erase it from us. Maybe, hopefully you can have a conversation with us. Maybe I'm just probably tripping cause I need a hug. The hood can't find jobs, now we need a plug. Everybody and their mama trying to be a thug. I don't go to church cause I'm afraid of being judged. I've been staring at the ceiling as I lie in bed, watching niggas follow trends like Simon says. I pray you give us back the real ones and try again. Or maybe take them niggas that deserve to die instead. Tommy Lauren run her mouth and then she get defensive. Lauren Ingram laughing at death and disrespecting. I really feel like you should teach them stupid hoes a lesson. Either that or give us back somebody who deserved the blessings. I left out a bunch of names that I forgot to mention. Cost too much to pay attention and it got expensive. Father, forgive me for I know not what I do, and now I'm reaching out to you hoping you hear me and return the message. I know that you got our back and that you're not against us. Or maybe you just love us so you doing shit to test us. I just kinda thought that you would do more to protect us. They say the good die young and I ain't on the guest list. I've been drinking, Lord, forgive me as my blood racing. I don't know what I'm thinking, I'm just frustrated. I don't mean to question you, I'm just confused. I don't know what else to do, I've been patient and it sucks waiting. Took my mans from me, that forever hurts. But putting the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
Well, that was good. He pulled a fast one on me. I was sitting here listening to him, and I'm thinking, I got the answer for you, and then he gives it. That was interesting. I know you're not to blame. It's the devil. Yeah, it is. And far too often, he takes the good ones and leaves the bad ones because he just wants to mess with us. That's what he likes to do, you know. I like his voice and I like the rap. That was good rap and meaningful. Had some meat to it, you know. I mean, look at all those people that have died. And you know, from a excuse me, strictly from a sense knowledge point of view, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But from a spiritual point of view, it makes perfect sense. It's exactly what the devil wants. He wants us riled up. He wants us angry. He wants us blaming each other. He wants us pointing fingers. He wants us not placing the blame where it really belongs, which is on him. But his day is coming, and that'll be a glorious day, because then there will be no more pain. Excuse me. There will be no more pain. There will be no more anguish. There'll be no more unnecessary deaths. Oh, there will be death. The evil ones will be killed. Imagine a hood with no Crips and no Bloods. Imagine a hood with no thieves and no murderers. Might be a decent place to live, huh? Well, that day's coming, but it can't get here soon enough. That was a really thought-provoking rap. Really. Okay. Since I just copied the entire chat over, the next thing I have is Peak Enjoyer. Bruh. Oh, this might not make any sense to you, but it feels good to hear you call me bruh. I feel like we have a connection. Okay, so this is Jim Bob Galligan. Please react to Blackalicious Alphabet Aerobics, lyrics. All right, so let's pull this up. Blackalicious. Oh no, I did that wrong. Okay, I put it in the URL line instead of in the okay. All right. Let me see here. So, this next request is Blackalicious Alphabet Aerobics lyrics. I don't know. Okay, we'll just play it and we'll see if we can figure it out. All right. Now, see, I got myself nervous now. Did I pick the right screen? Yes, I did. Okay. So we're ready to go.
Now it's time for our wrap-up. Let's give it everything we've got. Ready? Begin.
Artificial amateurs aren't it all amazing? Analytically, I assault, animate things. Broken barriers bounded by the bomb beat. Buildings are broken, basically I'm bombarding. Casually create catastrophes, casualties, canceling cats got the canopies collapsing. Detonate a diamond tank, daily doing dope. Demonstrations, Don Dada on the down low. Eating other editors with each and every energetic, epileptic episode, elevated etiquette. Furious, fat, fabulous, fantastic. Flurries of funk felt feeding the fanatics. Gift got great, global goods gone glorious. Getting godly in this game with the glorious. Hit 'em high, hella hype, historical. Hey, Holocaust hymns, hear 'em holler at your homeboy. Imitators idolize, I intimidate. In an instant, I'll rise in an irate state. Juiced on my jams like Jerry Curls, jocking joints justly. It's just me writing my journals. Kindly, I'm kindling all kinds of King Kong. Karate kick type Brits in my kingdom. Let me live a long life, lyrically. Lessons is learn, lame louses just lose to my leverage. My mind makes marvelous moves, masters. Marvel and movement, he mock what I've mastered. Niggas nap knowing I'm nice naturally. Knack never lack, make noise nationally. Operation opposition off, not optional. Out of sight, out of mind, widening opticals. Perfected poems, powerful punchlines. Pummeling petty powder puffs in my primes. Quite quaint posts, keep quiet as quantum. Quarrelers ain't got a quarter of what we gotta. Really raw raps, rising up rapidly. Riding the rushing radio activity. Super scientifical, sound search sought. Silencing stupefy saps that are soft. Tails 10 times talented, too tough. Take that, challengers, get a tune up. Universal, unique, untouched, unadulterated, the raw, uncut. Verb vice lord, victorious, valid. Violate vibes that are vain, make them vanish. While I'm all well, what a wise wordsmith. Just weaving up words, weeded up on my work shift. Xerox, my X radiation glows, extra large, X height letters, xylophone tones. Yellowback, yak mouth, young ones yawn. Yesterday's lawn yard, sell I yawn. Zigzag zombie, zoom into the zenith. Zero wins and thoughts, overzealous Ramsay lots.
Good. Can you say it faster?
Yeah, can you? Okay. It's hard for me to imagine how you could write something like that. I mean, think about it. You're going to do every single letter of the alphabet, and you got to use that letter a lot in those. You know, like the first two lines are A, the second two lines are B. You got to use A's in the first lines and B's in the second lines. That ain't easy. That ain't easy. And he did a fine job. That was really good. I can't imagine what, you know, you're sitting around thinking, I got to write a rap. What can I write about? Let me do the alphabet. And I'll just write a whole song based on the alphabet. And bam, There it is. That is some kind of cool, man. That takes talent. That takes intelligence. That takes a large vocabulary. That takes a lot of work. And he did it fine. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It was really, really good. I gotta tell you, I never would have. I think I just repeated the whole thing. Or did I? So, what did I do? Okay. I did. I copied the whole thing all over again. You're kidding me. Okay. Let me see what I got here. Oh, yeah. Good Lord. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. So, okay, so I got... Okay, so the next one is Slime G. Can you react to Ime-chan wants to become a guitar hero? Okay, let's see. That last one was cool. I like that a lot. That's some wild, crazy stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let the ads run, Paul. Let the ads run. Okay. So this is Ime44. Ime-chan wants to be a guitar hero, featuring Kai Yuki. That's so fascinating because it's so true. You know, that looks easy. I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, that's a lot harder. I have to practice. Wait, nobody told me that. And you have to keep working at it because you can only be as good as you practice. But it's just a very interesting insight into human nature. You know, we all want to be guitar heroes until we pick up the guitar and try it and realize this ain't quite as easy as it looked. And then we have to move on to something else. And we can move on to the piano, and then the piano goes away. So we're back to the guitar, and we're never going to master anything because we don't have we don't have the commitment to it. You know, that's a fascinating song. Okay. I think I already did P. Dillon 13. Let me make sure. Okay. Yep, I already did P. Dillon 13. Okay. And let's check this one too. Okay. So the next request I have is Papa OG Papa Smurf. React to Soul Asylum, Runaway Train, official vid. So let's get that up here. Okay. Okay. And let's get the URL. All right, this is Soul Asylum Runaway Train. And make sure I'm on the right screen. And here we go. Okay, that was, oof, yeah. That's a subject, isn't it? Gosh, all the children that disappear and not for good reasons. Wow. That was an interesting song, but it was more interesting for the images that they flashed up on the screen excuse me, than it was for the song itself. Not that it was a bad song, it wasn't. It was a good song. And I like the way that he sang it. Excuse me. But it just got you thinking, you know. Whew. Man, that's so bad. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Fuzzed out bass. Excuse me. Fuzzed out bass 33 says react to Chicago and Al Green. Tired of being alone. Uploaded by Martimo. This is. That's not a combination I would have expected to find. Chicago and Al Green. But here we are. Okay.
Hey, when I came in, I heard you guys rehearsing my tune.
Okay, that's not an ad, so let me get the URL and stick it in there. Okay, we're ready to go. Chicago and Al Green, tired of being alone.
Hey, when I came in, I heard you guys rehearsing my tune. If it's cool, let's get together and do it.
Yeah,
Okay?
sure.
Hey, well, let's do it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds so good today. Hey. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired of on my own. Won't you have me, girl, just as soon as you can? Yeah, people say that I found a way to make you say that you love me. Yeah, you can go over that. No, it's a matter of fact that I wanna come back. Won't you show me where? I'm so tired of being alone, tired of on my own. Help me, baby, just as soon as you can. Yes, you know that I love you so, even though you don't want me no more. She don't need me no more, but I tell you what, crying tears, hey, all through the years long. I tell you like it is, won't you help me if you want? All I can say is, I'm tired of being alone. In fact, I was just thinking about it. And oh, my. You see, I'm tired of being all wrapped up in my dreams every night without you, baby. Here, sometime I wonder. Oh, I sit down and I wonder. Chicago, I wonder if you love me, love me. If the girl really loved me. If she loved me just like she says she do. 'Cause I've been thinking about your love, baby. Ooh, baby. Sometime I have to fold my arms and say, ooh, yeah. I have to say that needing you has proven to me to be my greatest dream. Tired of being alone. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm tired of on my own. Hey, baby, hey. Tired of being alone. Sweet baby, baby. Tired of on my own. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I could call you baby. Please, baby, I could call your name. Maybe someday you'd come on home to me. Oh, baby, come on home to me. I'm so tired, yeah, hey, oh. All right. Hey. Hey.
Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. Man. Yeah, I really, I mean, Al Green was so good. He just, I don't know, he had a knack for making music that just flowed, and he molded it, and he shaped it, and he formed it, and it was just so delicious the way that he did it. He just, I guess they call that soul, I don't know, but whatever it is, he had it in spades, and he was so good at it. He just, I mean, he could sing the daylights out of a song. How's that? Okay, I see that it's almost, well, it's not almost, it's 3 minutes after the hour. So I'm going to do one more. I got Numb LK 2025. Please can you react to The Lazy Anthem 2 by DashieXP. I'm skipping over your request, the Proto Culture, because it involves Kansas, and I've already done Kansas. So I try not to do a group or an individual twice, and I try not to do a requester twice, so that more people get an opportunity to hear the songs. So this is Numb LK 2025, says, please can you react to Lazy Anthem 2 by DashieXP. Oh, wait. Did I get that right? Yeah, Lazy Anthem 2. Okay. So, oh, I never changed screens, did I? Sorry about that. I got carried away, I guess. The Lazy Anthem 2 by DashieXP.
Damn, I'm tired. Man, that's that bull. I mean, I only had time to take, 3 naps? Anyway, check this out, look. Yeah, I'm still lazy and you still a hater. I ain't gonna do it now, I ain't gonna do it later. So, please, just shut your ass up. See, I would do it for you, but I'd have to get up. So, forget that, let me just rap. It would take a lot of energy to punch back. Oh, and besides, I gotta walk BB. I'll do it in a little, cause I'm trying to watch TV. Oh shit, my favorite show just came on. I would cook something, but I lost my apron. It's the only reason I've lost a little weight. When I think about moving my body, it's like, wait. Are you sure about this? You make a good point, plus I got a bag of chills. Oh damn, I ate the last one. If I don't eat something soon, I'ma throw a tantrum. Damn, my place is a mess, I gotta clean up. But if I wanna do that, I'd have to lean up. Ha, I guess it's staying like this. And I'm still a little pissed about my chips. Yup, I'm still lazy and you still a hater. I ain't gonna do it now, I ain't gonna do it later. So please, just shut your ass up. See, I would do it for you, but I'd have to get up. Hell yeah, I'm still lazy and you still a hater. I ain't gonna do it now, I ain't gonna do it later. So please, just shut your ass up. See, I would do it for you, but I'd have to get up. Yo, let's go to the club. You gotta be crazy, man. I'd much rather stay home and do the lazy dance. What about them hoes? Man, them chicks can wait unless you find a cute one that love to procrastinate. Okay, damn, that was a long ass word. Now I'm feeling too tired to take my ass to work. I guess I'll call in sick, but my phone way over there and my fingers too thick to dial with. Plus I don't like my boss, so I'll quit. And they ain't give me a raise, and I've been there for 2 weeks. If they don't like me, they could kiss my 2 cheeks. See, now I'm getting off track. Since I'm always feeling tired, I should take some more naps. Damn, I dozed off. I would do laundry if I took my clothes off. Yeah, I'm still lazy and you still a hater. I ain't gonna do it now, I ain't gonna do it later. So please, just shut your ass up. See, I would do it for you, but I'd have to get up. Damn right, I'm still lazy and you still a hater. I ain't gonna do it now, I ain't gonna do it later. So please, just shut your ass up. See, I would do it for you, but I'd have to get up. New dance, is y'all ready? Here we go, y'all. Psych, I'm just getting through the lazy dance. Do 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 the lazy dance. Oh, don't do it, fuck it.
Okay. Oh, that was a great way to end the show. That's funny as all get out. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm too lazy to get up. Oh man, that's some great lyrics. Really well written lyrics, and funny as all get out. you don't, not everybody has the ability to do that. And he's obviously not lazy because he wrote that song, but he's very creative because of the way that he did it. I'd wash the clothes, but I'd have to take them off. Oh, that was great. Thank you so much for asking for that one. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Sometimes you guys can come up with the greatest stuff. Really, really great. I can't thank you enough for coming. Oh, yeah, Smoot. I've tried to use ad blockers, and YouTube keeps blocking me from watching YouTube because I have ad blockers. I've tried many different ones, so oh well. Well, as I said at the beginning of the show, when I close this out, it's gonna take probably 6 to 7 hours before it goes live because I have to. Rumble has to process it. I have to download it, then upload it to YouTube. YouTube has to process it. Then I have to cut out the songs that are copyrighted and then re-upload it, and that takes time, and that has to be processed. So it's a lengthy process, mostly just waiting for stuff to happen. That was so funny. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. Before I go, I do want to pray for every single one of you that's still hanging on after 3 hours to my channel and to my live stream. Excuse me. I pray that God will watch over you and he will bless you mightily in every single area of your life, and that your life will be the best it's ever been this year. This will be the greatest year you've ever had. And I pray for that for all the people that you love as well. So until Monday, tomorrow, when we go back on the regular schedule, and then next Sunday when we do another live, this is the Vietnam era vet signing off.